Greetings all. This is William. I go by Ground Crew on the internet. This is probably going to be a YouTube only because I kind of wanted to talk about the corruption in Mora, New Mexico, where they have the satanic rogue county government, and they run things through bribery. Everything's RICO racketeering. They control people by intimidation and the gang stalking. Nobody will do business, or if they do business, it's a halfway job and you have to hire again and do it again, or they'll just go get paid and then never show up again. You know, stuff like that. It's all kinds of stuff. And then I got it like in the restaurants, because the local restaurant, even one of them even tried poison me. Yeah, they did it. But I prayed over my food. You know, nothing's going to touch me. And then I'm anointed and I'm protected. So, like, I went on a space yesterday, last evening, and they kept on kicking me out. I guess they don't like my presence. There's a way that they can, it was shadow banning, and then you just get kicked off the space. You know, no, nothing. And I just have to allow that because, well, I wasn't meant to be there. So it's not rejection, it's protection. So I take everything as a lesson, so I'm going to win. In this satanic community, government officials, they have their meeting and they have their strategy, and it's totally separate and doesn't include the population. It's all geared for self-enrichment and to get things for them and what they can steal. Like if something comes up and, oh, there's an inheritance, another one, it's not as big, but let's get that one. You know, that's what they did in my case. But my inheritance is like a super fund with property. And that's what they wanted. And they've had it for many years, and they still want more because it's a super fund. And they're all fighting amongst each other right now because I cut the flow off. You know, I prayed in the spirit in the 5D or higher. I cut the flow, so that energy was stopped. And now they're fighting amongst themselves for what's left. They're all blackmailing each other, and some even are fighting. And then I had warned them about the death magic. They were moon magic, because we just went through that phase, you know. And because there's every moon cycle, every day now, but especially for the full moons, because the energy is bigger, stronger, they always send me that moon death magic. Well, I'm still here talking to you, but I did warn them that if they do that, it's return to sender, and somebody is going to experience what they sent me. So, but it didn't touch me. I feel pretty good. But 333 on the timer as I say that right now. But they have the community gang stalking is also controlled through bribery. So they're bribing a lot of people to come after me and to just talk shit, talk trash. You know, it's all petty. But all that slander and that gossip, all that's going to cost a lot of money to settle. And some of these people have property nearby, so they're going to have to sell that property or sign that property over to me to pay me back. But that's all good, because the more I get attacked, actually it's beneficial, because it makes me practice my gifts. So I get stronger and more knowledgeable in how to use them and when to use them, and, you know, the reasons. But not only that, the harder that these attacks come at me, the more wealth I'll get returned, the greater my wealth, because I'm still being attacked, you know. These people, the more negative energy they place at me, direct to me, makes me stronger, and it makes me more wealthy. Plus, it's return to sender. It's not touching me. I'm anointed, so it's going back to them. It's going back. If they're paying somebody, it's going back to the person doing it, plus the one paying for it to be done. So there's no escape. I've been very blunt and forthright and transparent that I'm a natural-born high priestess in a past life. I'm of divine royalty bloodline, ancient Egyptian bloodline. I have a shaman presence in my bloodline forever. And these guys are still trying to play games. But that's all good, because that's all good. But I just wanted to talk about the massive corruption, because it's the Satanic Coven is just running everything over here. The corrupt county, you know, they're probably, who knows what's really happening to the money. After they pay off the big boys, the rest of the money, they probably have the scraps, just, oh, this is what's left, this is what the numbers, but then they're spreading the money amongst each other. So the corruption is mass, because if they're so greedy that they're willing to, in some cases, like the local sheriffs are supposed to protect the people according to following the Constitution. So this sheriff committed treason right there. And then he's covering up the crimes against humanity, crimes by the human trafficking, so he's going to get that charge racked on him too. And then with all this bribery, there's RICO racketeering, so everybody's going to get that RICO racketeering. The whole community that's involved, the rogue government, the businesses, everybody, even strangers. A lot of people I don't even know are attacking me. But that's all good. So that's what's up in this fine state of New Mexico, Mora County, because the government is even paying these people, both federal and state. So everybody's involved in this RICO. Everybody's going to be paying up. And like I'm anointed, I'm not going to face death, experience death in this lifetime. And you guys can think whatever you want, but when you know, you know. But I send everybody peace and love, and keep the faith. This is for you two only because of the time. Talk to everybody later. Bye.